don't know if you've ever had an enemy, like a real enemy that someone was just really out to get you. That is not a fun situation. And that is a really hard instruction to follow. Jesus, you want me to do what? You want me to love them? You want me to pray for them? I can't even be in the same room with them. Like, just the thought of them makes me sick. If you knew what they did to me, you'd know that I'd have every right to get them back. If you saw how time and time again they abused me or humiliated me or antagonized me, Jesus, you know that they deserve so much more than just love and prayers. Come on, Jesus. Jesus says, no, you're missing the point. There's another way here. You don't have to fight back. You don't have to lay down. What you do is you love them and you pray for them so that you may be children of your Father in heaven. You see, there's no distinction to God. For he makes his sun rise on the evil and the good and sends rain on the righteous and on the unrighteous. This distinction, this good guy, bad guy, hero, villain, God doesn't see it that way. We only ascribe labels in conflict. To God, we're all children. Jesus goes on, for if you love those who love you, what reward do you have? Big deal. Everybody can do that. Even the people that don't follow any of the rules. Like, they get that right. There's no gold star. There's no participation trophy for loving those who love you. Like, come on, like, step it up. If you want to be children of your Father in heaven, if you want to ascribe to this new way of doing and being and living, then you got to put your money where your mouth is. You got to do this when it counts, when it's hard. If you greet only your brothers and sisters, what more are you doing than others? Come on, step it up. Do not even the Gentiles do the same? Be perfect, therefore, as your heavenly Father is perfect. See, Jesus knows that it's not just enough to help our enemies see that we're human, but we have to recognize that even in the midst of those conflicts, when we want to ascribe labels and judge and communicate that they're bad and we're good because of what they're doing to us, she's saying, no. You have to see that they're human too. We have to learn to see our enemies as human, just as we're asking our enemies to see us as human. Simply, it's this. The third way is be human and see human as God sees us. And at this point, you're like, Stephen, great, come on, like that works for Jesus and the Bible, but that's not how life works. That would never fly in my industry. That would never work if you knew my situation, if you met that person in my life. This doesn't work. This third way is no way. Like, come on, like be human, see human, cool, that rhymes, but like that doesn't really work, Jesus. That has no power to change anything. Or maybe it does. It was the same approach that the leaders of the civil rights movement used. When they had all the reason in the world to clench their fists, to want to fight back, when it would have been a whole lot easier to just lay down and continue to take it. They opened their hands and they joined their hands. And they said, no, we're human. But we're going to treat you like humans too. And it was a power that changed our nation. And it's changed the lives of millions of people ever since. Dr. King even articulated it like this. He uses the word nonviolence, but that movement was rooted in the Christian understanding of the third way. They patterned it after Jesus' teachings like we're looking at this morning. He says nonviolence is about absolute commitment to the way of love. Love is not emotional bash. It is not empty sentimentalism. It is the active outpouring of one's whole being into the being of another. It's taking all of your humanity and using it to recognize and affirm the humanity of somebody else.